Welcome everyone to my new price prediction video presentation for SEI cryptocurrency. We're out here in December already, and we're looking forward to discovering what's going on with all this enthusiasm around SEI Crypto, SEI, which is actually delivering, not just discussing, promising, portraying, creating all sorts of analytics and representing throughout the actions. You know, there is a gap between the theory and the practical side of the things usually in life. When it comes down to portraying predictions in theory, which are 99% of the time not going to be achieved, but when this crypto right here is actually delivering, we're talking about a whole new thing out there. So I decided to put out a video. There is a very strong community behind it, and we would like to dive into the topic. In the meantime, for those of you that are interested, you have more videos on my channel, including about ChatGPT bot trading and many other things. Feel free to like the video if you enjoy this content and subscribe to the channel. Great. Let's not forget about the one-on-one education with me on scrembocoaching.com, a private coaching program for anyone that is serious about the business and would like to become a trader, as well as done for your trading as well based on commission, no upfront fees. I'm going to talk about those things very soon, actually at the end of the video. So SEI cryptocurrency right here, which is a little negative for the past day, and it's pretty much on not bothering us at any level, considering it's 0.7%. The market is right now holding it quite well. If we look into the last month, we're up by 118%, and it's a constant increase, which is something that I pretty much enjoy. So we don't have that type of pump and dump behavior, which is actually portraying something very significant. That when you create a chart that looks like a pump and dump without the ability of forming a chart that is more likely an organic sustained increase, take a look at that. Compared to a chart where you go like this, you pump basically and you come back. In this specific sector, when you come back, you have people that are just speculating the cryptocurrency, not believing it will continuously increase because the project has nothing to offer. The project is nothing to deliver, and it's very weak compared to the market alternatives. But when you have a cryptocurrency like SEI and their charts, well, this is promising more likely a very, very good long-term movement. Why is it so? Because the members that are participating and joining, whether they study before purchasing or they pretty much study after purchasing, which is actually the reality, guys. There are some guys out there that are just buying cryptos and then they see it's moving well and question, what if I stay in this crypto for a while? Let me just see what's happening behind the doors. And they dive into the deep detail side and technicals along the way with the fundamentals of the project during those times, which is pretty much vice versa than it should be. You definitely need to study before attaching yourself, especially for long-term discussions, to something. Now, people discover and they don't leave the boat. You don't see the markets dumping like this back to the original levels. Take a look at that. We would have had so many chances to come back basically to 15 cents or to 10 cents, and we didn't. Now, this is not anything. This is basically something very, very significant and meaningful. Like we usually call, we have lines that are very important because of the key points that they have. Now, the key points is either going to support you or reject you on the charts. But in this case scenario, this specific situations are supporting that the cryptocurrency is gaining an organic and valuable audience, which is not only speculating, but they're willing to hold the crypto and not sell after 10, 15, 20, 30% increases. This is what actually a cryptocurrency project needs that is looking forward to explode in the future. This is what it needs for the foundation area, a community like that. So that's beautiful, guys. I did wanted to portray these things on a chart on my coin market cap because it's a lot simple to see it and understand. Now we're going to dive into the charts on TradingView, and we have certain things to talk about. So first of all, we have touched the top. 1.272, meaningful 30 cents psychological level, Fibonacci extension as well, difficult level to break out without forming a preparation stage prior to that. I've been also finding myself in a very, very good position by taking advantage on the 50 days moving average reaction. That has been very good, guys. So just because we printed that reaction there, it's clear that this cryptocurrency is attached basically to all sorts of market makers and whales bots that are performing trading when certain indicators are touched. And this is a great sign. Think about it. What does it mean for the project? It means that whenever it has to go, it will be supported by the big guys in order to generate volume, which is why you touch the orange line, which is 50 days moving average, and you're basically spiking. Beautiful. Now, what has been happening? Well, it's normal to face a decreasing momentum, which has not been small, of course. The decreasing momentum throughout a day and 8 hours represents 25 days percent, a rejection of people that thought that BTC is going to die because of its divergence. BTC, along the way with the entire crypto market, will completely be under heavy selling pressure for the upcoming week, thinking that the starting of December is going to portray some bearishness around in terms of momentum domination, and they sort of a way exited on the SEI Crypto. This was the original point. We have some ETF going around Bitcoin that is right there about to be approved or rejected, or it can also be postponed. And the ability for us basically to react at this level, well, what is actually needed basically? It's needed right now for two major levels to hold. Number one is the golden pocket. Number two is basically the 100 days. Two major levels that you cannot lose. So if you go below 20 cents, which is where the golden pocket is situated, around 19 cents, you're actually breaking below a level. A lot of the people will start longing on the round number of 20 cents. If the market makers and exchanges will enjoy to take you out because you might set your stop loss there of a specific long that you have. You might have a trailing stop loss. You're going to get wiped out with those trailing stop loss. Never use them, guys, on your performance. They are not efficient at all. They're features and services designed by the exchanges to offer you the so-called abilities to handle the process accurately and performantly, which is actually not the reality. There are all sorts of resources created by the exchange to discover information about your intentions and take you out. It's simple. So we have the light blue line, the 100 days, and then the golden pocket in between, the two horizontal black lines right there, 19 cents. Now that's going to be a fixed price. Meanwhile, the moving average line is going to sit on a dynamic function. Therefore, losing 50 days is not a trouble at all. Definitely not a trouble at all. Not a big deal at all. As well as coming back to these levels where there's been liquidity going around, which probably the exchanges don't want to see anymore. They might take those things out. Why do I portray towards the downside? Because I don't want you to be under fear or anxiety if the market is going anywhere around 20 cents. The problem will be if the market is not going to react at those levels. 200 days, which is right here below, is going to continue upwards and it will get very close to the price action. A possibility to test the 200 days when it's going to be around 19 cents is as well on the table. Depends how this is going to behave in the upcoming hours and days in order to see basically the potential outcome. Now, towards the upside, well, in order to still continue with SEI cryptocurrency right now, it needs basically a specific market preparation for that. People think here we're actually talking about a head and shoulder pattern, which is basically like this, right? That's the traditional way to consider. Well, head and shoulder for them is something like this. You either come back to the golden pocket, you either come back basically to the original level you have started, which is, from my standpoint, having a chance of 0.001%. The only time we're going to come back basically from 25 cents right now after we have decreased a lot to 14 cents is if BTC is coming down to $20,000 in 48 hours and you get a massive crash in the markets because of the external news. Something happens that is having a major catastrophical impact. And this is the only way SEI cryptocurrency is going to complete the general head and shoulder, but we're not going to expect that at all. But what is most likely right there on the table would be sort of a way to stay for a period of time in this area. This is what we're going to do, a zigzag in that area most of the time for sure. We'll have to see the outcome of this zigzags. I hope the 50 days is going to be able to react again. If 50 days react strongly, we're going to break this top and continue basically into the liquidity area. I mean, this isn't a breakout and a market movement for, say, cryptocurrency that looks like the ultimate top. It's very easy for them to get into the dollars area. It's very easy for them to get around $4 or $5 in the upcoming months. This is not going to be a major difficulty, but the explosion is probably going to appear when we're going to talk about the double digits area, which is about $10, right? So it is still on the table. I would not exclude that, and I would definitely approach such numbers. I'm going to have a video series of 2024 predictions, 2024 predictions, episodes about a variety of cryptocurrencies out there. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel to look forward to that and discover more on the topic. At the same time, if you're serious about this business and you would like to take it as serious as possible, look for education. It's very important before you lose resources to get yourself educated in how to protect and not to lose money. The number one question wish I would hear from people that join my coaching would be, hey Scrembo, don't teach me how to make money. But before that, teach me how to not lose money. Because if I don't lose money, the only thing that remains in my trades and activity is to make money. So if I know how not to lose money, I'm actually, from that point, becoming a trader, which is very important. Obviously, not in a way of not losing money in a day or in a week, but most likely for the long term. Very, very important, guys. Get yourself the proper education on the topic, an intensive coaching program directly with me one-on-one through 3 different stages. You can find out more on my page. And, I have to redo this video where I'm basically, I've been filming this a couple of years ago. I have to redo this and continue with that. So what's next? Well, we have also the done for you trading for anyone that would like to join my trades. No prior fee, only commission from the profits achieved. And we are doing it through API trading permission, completely outsourced, with our ChatGPT bot as well participating, having a good time on the topic. Just reach out. All the resources can be found in the description area or in the comments area of this video. Have a good time, folks. Don't forget to like this video and check out. You also have the ability to schedule a free conversation with me on Calendly. Take care, folks. We'll talk to you soon.